Alright, I'm Jake Borrego, and this is my persuasive speech. This is my audience here. Number off.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. How many of us here enjoy college athletics? That's what I thought. Very enjoyable. Good stuff. Have we ever really thought what it takes to be a Division I college athlete? Think about it for a second. You got 35 plus hours of practice every week. That doesn't include studying, homework, whatever else you're doing, college. Doesn't include your hours of class. 12 to 15 here, could be 20, depending on your major. You're doing all this on zero, I repeat, $0 income. Zero. Think about that.
well,
Now, in the real world, if someone's working 37 hours plus, depending on their job, they're going to have a steady income. They're going to have money coming in to take care of themselves, support their family, whatever they need to do. In the real world, if you work hard, you get paid. Now, think about this. Big games such as March Madness, the World Series, bowl games, they generate billions of dollars in revenue every year. Billions. And the athletes get zero. I mean, why not? Why shouldn't we pay the athletes? They're the ones out there working hard, putting in the work. Hold on, questions out.
okay, I'm sorry.
They're at practice, every day, doing their homework after, studying for their tests, their finals, doing online speeches and stuff. They're working equivalent to a full-time job. And they're also paying tens of thousands of dollars to go to these schools, which I don't even want to. Why not just let the college athletes, instead of just paying them salaries, just let them be sponsored at least by like Nike, Under Armour, Reebok, something like that, This is going to solve a lot of the under-the-table deals, such as like Terrell Pryor, Johnny Manziel, countless issues that have been on the news of players getting paid to play. Let them get sponsored, they're going to be rewarded for their hard work, which makes sense, obviously. I think it'd be a good thing. Would it work? Well, the financial burden wouldn't be so much on the students or their families for their school. It would fall a lot more on the sponsoring companies, and students get money for whatever they need, groceries, I don't know, supplies, whatever they need to do on the weekends, just money. And the school, if they were getting sponsored, the athletes by these companies, the school would still be generating all the revenue they had, and they could still pour it back into these programs, into their, I don't know, weight room or equipment, whatever they use to maintain and keep their programs top-notch to what we like to see on TV as Americans. Some potential issues will arise, such as false sponsorship, boosters trying to say they're being sponsored, but really giving them more money. But boosters have always been an issue. New rules and regulations could be made to help with this and keep this in check. Of course, it's never going to be perfect, but rules will be made to minimize damages. Maintaining amateurs, and this is a big thing in college sports. You're just supposed to be just a student athlete. But since when is being just a student like mean you have to be broke? Eating ramen noodles every night, popcorn and Dollar General. Man, everybody else gets paid for hard work. Why shouldn't college athletes? I think that the longer we prolong this non-payment of athletes, the only more problems are going to arise. I mean, the sports, the games are going to remain the same. Athletes are still going to go out there and try to win, give it their all, show out, perform. The good games are still going to happen, such as the Iron Bowl we just witnessed. Bedlam coming up this weekend. That's going to be a good game. I know you're excited for that.
I'm excited, sir.
I'm very excited also, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, who's excited for Bedlam?
Boomer Sooner!
Word.
Yeah, boomer.
Boom. Did someone say Bedlam?
Said boomer. but
Okay.
that was false.
Whatever, you know. They want to. No, they didn't. If we implement this solution, I believe the athletes get what they deserve. The schools are, again, still profiting, making their money, pouring it back into their schools and their athletic programs. And everything's better. I think. That's the end of the slideshow. Any questions? Let's see, Thunder Guy, what's up?
With the sponsorships, Nike's only gonna want to sponsor the really good players. So what about the bad players? You know.
Oh, I mean, that's a very good question. But I mean, they could be sponsored by, say, Starter or Boo Boo. You know, one of the low level.
Okay, but how would the team
Okay.
feel? I'm sorry to interrupt here.
No, you're okay.
But how would the team feel when the star quarterback's decked out in Nike, but I'm wearing Sean or something from Ross?
You know, I
You
mean,
know what I'm saying?
you know,
I guess
that's
it's
just
just
you just gotta be better. You know,
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to. It's the real world. You and the white.
Alright, why not, instead of having just random sponsors, sponsors soon, why not have the revenue that the schools make from the games and the bowl games go towards the players in small amounts throughout the year?
Well, because that revenue doesn't just go to the schools; it goes to the TV companies, whoever hosted the game. Say it's in New Orleans, the city's gonna get some money for that. But you know, they could. I mean, that's billions of dollars. I don't see why they wouldn't do it. Yeah. Again.
I completely agree with your statements that college athletes should be paid something, but the doubters of this say that they're getting paid with a college education
And scholarship.
and scholarship. But
But
how do you feel about that?
I just feel like students are doing, especially college athletes, are doing more work than a regular person would do. And they're just trying to live the American dream.
Yeah.
Just trying to make some money. You know, I don't know. Yeah, Thunder Guy again.
So you mentioned the high-income sports such as football, baseball, basketball. But what about tennis or golf where nobody goes out and watches
Well,
and pays money?
to be
do
honest,
they get paid as much?
To be honest, another show of hands, who really cares about tennis or golf or badminton? Okay, well, anyways, those will be, they'll take care of themselves. Yeah, one more. Last question.
Women athletes, okay?
Love them.
Should they?
There's some good ones. Brittany Griner.
Woman.
She
Well, okay.
She followed me on Twitter for 3 months.
That's kind of cool.
Alright,
Should
last
they be
question.
getting paid as much as the star athletes as like football or baseball?
Well, yeah, depending on their talent, Brittany Griner should be sponsored by Nike and Under Armour and, I don't know, Timber Valley or something. Turkey. But, anyways, thank you all for coming to my speech. Appreciate it.